All right, Shalom, Akiyam. I'd like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahaha, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom to the women, the children who watch and who learn as well. All right. Just want to go into Ephesians 6 and 12. All right, real quick. Just going to be come with one scripture on this one. Maybe going to a few other scriptures. All right, just touching, on this scripture. All right, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, okay, but against principalities. All right, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, all right, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And that's what this war is, okay? You don't use physical weapons in fighting this war, all right? This war is fought with truth and truth only, all right? With our spiritual weapons, all right, given to us from on high, all right? And Lord willing, you can hear over this wind, all right? But saying that, ultimately, we see things in this world, all right? For instance, Young Thug, all right? Young Thug, a lot of these rappers, okay? People who may seem, all right, like they're up there, okay? The thing with this system is, this system, especially for you Israelites, is designed to give you a false sense of hope in it. Okay? Now, yeah, you're supposed to have hope in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right? Now, any other hope that you have and that you may hold that's not in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is ultimately going to fail you and anybody else who's holding on that type of hope. Okay? You can have hope in whatever you want, but if your hope is not in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, then your hope is going to fail. That hope is going to fail you. All right? And it's going to fail you at the time that you need hope the most. Okay? Just like it failed these individuals. And these individuals, I'm using Young Thug because, Young Thug, he went out on a limb, all right, to promote Babylon the Great, okay, and the confusion that's in there, but ultimately, the rulers of darkness, the rulers of the darkness, okay, they saw that, Young Thug, he was doing his own thing pretty much, all right, and operating his own thing, all right, and he was able to, see that, and play the game, but see, playing the game is not, the more that you watch this movie or this thing. It's called I said movie. Well, you could call it a movie or series on Prime called The Boys. All right. It has a lot of twists. All right, but it's spiritual because they're bringing out actual factual things. All right, and they're using them as twists and little parts of the movie. But in the instance of Young Thug, all right, here it is. You have these people. He shot up to the top. All right, and you'll get these individuals who shoot up to the top. But see, the thing is, Esau has to show you Jakes, and especially you younger Jakes, the younger Jakes coming up, that he is a God that is unseen. See, that's the whole thing with this devil, okay? He's trying to replace, your faith and your hope in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And he's done so to a lot of individuals. You have individuals who have changed the doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai and have turned it into a lie, okay? And they've done so for the sake of filthy lucre, all right? For fame, for money, okay? And you see, they'll even come as close as, adhering to, as close as they can to the doctrine, all right? As close as they can to the doctrine, and then, one thing, they'll just totally, go left with that. Now, see, they're not doing that on purpose. Now, they understand the whole doctrine, but their job as a plant, okay, as a person who, I'll call them fuck boys, like what they call them down south, man. All right, fuck boys, dick in the booty niggas, and if you can't take this language, then don't watch my videos. Get your ass on. All right. But that's what they are. Okay. Yeah, you can say they're evil. You can say they're wicked. But they watch my videos. All right. Along with other brothers' videos, and they watch and learn. Okay, with the hope and the aspirations of becoming fuckboys. Okay, they don't have no problem with being. A lot of Jake, they don't have a problem with being a fuckboy. When I was watching the movie The Boys, all right, and there's a scene. Now they didn't have to put that scene in the movie where you have this one this dude that's supposed to be supposed to have these superpowers, but he has his rod, okay, is his superpower, okay, pause, all right. And there's a scene where it really made no sense, but see, these elites, these rulers of the darkness, they have to include these weirded out scenes, all right? This is part of the magic, okay? And so this individual, he's supposed to be a bad, then his name is Mother something, and he's a Jake, all right? So-called black man, all right? And, this one scene, this freak with the superpowers, all right, who's his superpower was his rod, okay, so his rod, it extended, okay, and it was busted out a window, but it wrapped around this Jake's neck, all right, and you know, the Jake, you know, he really had no problem with that. Okay, he really had no problem. But then there was another scene with the same Jake, and you know, he had a memory of, you know, maybe his family dying or something like that, and he was crying. All right, he was crying about that, but he wasn't crying about this damn Edomites rod being around. I would have been crying still. Okay, if something like that were possible, and something like that ever, you know, ever occurred, man. Okay, I would still be fucking crying. All right, after you know, chopping that individual into as many pieces as I could. All right. Lord willing, nothing like that ever happens. Okay, because you know, and if it does, you know, I pray Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai gives me spiritual power at that moment when anybody, Edomite or anybody, is becoming, you know, I may be incapacitated or anything. Okay, you know, if Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai can hear my voice, all right. And if something like that ever happens, I pray that he gives me the superpower, the spiritual power, okay, to turn that individual into dust, all right, into dust, all right, and first into candle, and you know, melt his ass like candle wax, and then into dust, okay. But you know, for some of these individuals, all right, like a young thug, you know, even a pastor at your church, okay, here lately. Now I have to go and find an article, okay, here in Chicago, among these people dead and killed, all right, was a pastor. Okay, you had a pastor, okay, who was killed and who was dumped, okay, into the Des Plaines River. Okay, a Christian pastor. So, you know, and a lot of things is happening to these pastors inside of these Christian churches. All right. So, you know, the Des Plaines River, that's the river. Okay, that's a river over there by Edomites. All right. Well, you know, pretty much, all right? So to find him in the Des Plaines River, okay, that means, you know, he was very underhanded, all right? He was really up there underhanded, okay? But you have these individuals, all right, who are set up, okay, like a young thug. Who else? You know, a lot of these rappers, okay, they either get killed, they go to prison, they go to jail, and who's doing this to them? Who's bringing this on them? Okay, the so-called white man, all right, Esau, Edom. He's bringing this. He's coming down. Okay, ultimately it's Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But it's Esau, Edom that's doing it, okay? And what he's doing is he's putting into the subconscious, he's putting into the mind of the younger Jake, not knowing, okay? He's putting it into their mind that, you know, there's nothing that they can do against the so-called white man, that they're powerless to the so-called white man. And this, you know, and even a lot of you Jakes, when you're during election time and you're talking about, oh yeah, we need Trump, we need Biden, okay? You're subconsciously putting this into the minds of children, of the next generation. That's why this place has to be destroyed. That's all a lot of you talk about. We need Trump. We need Biden. We need Trump. You're subconsciously putting into the mind that these Edomites are needed. And you never say that you need Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right? Never. And then a lot of individuals, they've heard this truth. They've heard us teach in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? And what do? They come and do the exact same thing. We're starting from the apostles and bishops on down. All right? But, say the same thing, but teach a different doctrine. Okay? Teach a different doctrine. And you say, man, why are they doing that? For the most part, they've taken a bag and they're seeking favor. The scriptures tell you that they're seeking favor, from the well-favored harlot. They're seeking favor from Esau, Edom, them. All right? From Edom. Some type of, you had the one count, the nigga was eating pork. Okay? The nigga was eating pork. So their main reason, a lot of them, okay, was to try to squeeze, a lot of people get into this thing in this ministry to try to squeeze money, squeeze, something out of Jake, because guess what? Jake has a zeal for knowledge, okay, but not according, but not according to knowledge, man. He has that zeal, but not according, roughly paraphrase. Now I'm butchering the scriptures right now, but roughly paraphrasing the scripture is not according to knowledge. He has a zeal for the Most High. I love God. He wears the Jesus piece, okay, and that Jesus piece, that's not the resemblance, okay, of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That's not his resemblance. So, ultimately, you have the resemblance of an idol, which a lot of people who have that, man, they end up getting killed. All right? They end up getting killed because that's a what? That's a false idol. Okay? Just a lot of these individuals, the Young Thug, okay? This is just, what Young Thug did is just, what Kanye goes through. What, P. Diddy is going through. This is it's a modern day form of those whippings. All right? You see those old slave photos of the slave, and he's whipped with his back all whipped, and you see them whipping. That's what this is. This is the new way of those whippings. All right? And these people in the industry, they are more affected by it than anyone, because they are really on the strings, man. This devil Esau, he could take everything. Can you imagine? Okay, someone like Kanye West going back to Chicago. But see, these people, they have that ability. There's nothing that Kanye could do about it. You imagine him just going back to Chicago. Now he has to, live at his auntie's house or something. Or P. Diddy losing all of his mansions, and him and his children, they have to go to Harlem, go back to Harlem or wherever they were from. Okay? Esau has the ability to do that. And these are the principalities that we fight against. All right? You don't see these people. But the people who control and operate, all right, all of this, come on, Damn, man. This nigga, man. Busting a fucking you. These people, those people, they control and operate everything, all right? You don't see them. But everyone knows that they are an Edomite. Everybody knows who's doing that is an Edomite, all right? Whether they are a J-man or a English muffin, okay, or your own, or down south, redneck peckerwood, all right, a hunky, or a hunky, all right. So, I just wanted to do this quick lesson, all right. Till I got to the job. This was really in transit to work. But, a lot of you are going to have to use your spiritual, man. Put your spiritual thinking caps on, man. Okay? And pray in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Because, there's people popping up every minute hollering Israel, and they got a ready-made camp with people already following them. All right, and don't even know a scripture. All right, and don't even know a scripture, because as it is written, you offending one, you offending all, man. Okay. If you don't know what the mark of the beast is, man, if you're teaching that the mark of the beast, all right, if you're teaching that, saying that it's talking about the nations, okay, that a nation will have a mark in its right hand, man, you're going off, man. If you're still thinking and talking about a sanction, all right, you're going off, man. Okay. So, and I'm going to say this, when I heard the apostle first bring out, all right, the MOTB, all right, it really wasn't nothing new to me, all right, because I don't know from where, okay, I don't know from where, but I do know, okay, that I had heard, okay, that growing up, okay, that they would come with a microchip in the future that everyone would be forced to take. All right. And when you read, okay, when you read the scripture, you see that, man. Okay. And I've done videos on it, and I'll do more videos on the MOTB. All right. It's not a hard sell, okay? But people who don't get it, who don't see it, a lot of them see it, but again, a lot of these people have sold out, man. Okay, they already got a camp, okay? People following them, all right? But everybody, but you get people who don't see that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. That's a government implanted camp, okay? Or they got some government plants or some government funds, rolling through them, because no man knows the day of the Lord, okay? No man knows that. So saying that, going by that, no man knows the day of the Lord, but then you can get as much money as you can until that day comes. And then once that day comes, okay, you can say, oh, yeah, well, I see it now. Now it's the RFID chip. So you've been warned, all right? But the scriptures tell you, okay, and those individuals that the day of the Lord come as a thief in the night. Okay? No one's going to know. So things are going to move fast in that day. A financial crash one minute, and the automatic replacement, because people, or they may force people to starve. To starve into accepting the mark or the RFID chip. Okay? But you're gonna need it in order to get something to eat, or to sell something, or to do trade. All right. So, like I said, it was a quick lesson. Lord willing, you edified. Till next time, shalom.